All right. Last episode, perception is construction, emotions are assembled, patterns are changeable. Blow your mind away there. Now let's address another fundamental issue with a question. Why are there different types at all? Why different temperaments? Why different orientations in that? If one cognitive configuration was objectively optimal, evolution would have converged on it. It didn't. Which means cognitive diversity itself must be the advantage. So let's look at why. So here's the environmental context we evolved in. For over 95% of human history, we lived in small groups, 50 to max 150 people. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar identified this number, 150. It's the cognitive limit for maintaining real relationships. That was the operating environment. A small tribe, shared resources, collective survival was essential. We had to work together. And in that environment, cognitive diversity was a massive advantage. Here's the logic. Complex, variable environments require diverse problem-solving approaches. A homogeneous group has homogeneous blind spots. They all see the same things. They all miss the same things. But a cognitively diverse group, different members see different threats, different opportunities, different solutions. It's the same principle as biodiversity. Monocultures are fragile. Diversity is resilience. So let's map the roles. Guardians functioned as resource managers and institutional memory. They track supplies, remember what worked, maintain stability, preserve knowledge across the generations. Then the artisans were able to function in real time now. They were crisis responders, environmental readers, and craftspeople. They did immediate threat assessment, rapid adaptation, action in the moment, tactical execution. But also the makers of tools, pottery, art. They did the ritual performance. They did tangible creation. Without them, the tribe couldn't respond to crisis, and it had nothing beautiful to hold either that made life worth living in those harsh climates. Rational functioned as like strategists and innovators. Novel problem solving, that's us. Long-term planning. Systems thinking, figuring out how. And idealists function as social cohesion specialists, healers, conflict resolution specialists. They made meaning. They kept up group morale. Why we all do what we do in our tribe. So there are 4 functions of the 4 temperaments, all essential. Remove any one and the whole system degrades. The tribe might die out. And here's a key insight. There's no universally best type, only best for a given context. Stable conditions favor the guardianship leadership. The guardians are great in peacetime. They do resource management. They do process maintenance. And then the immediate crisis situations favor artisan leadership. Rapid response, real-time adaptation. The novel long-term threats a tribe might face, that favored rational leadership. We had the strategic innovation, system solutions. And when there was meaning crisis or loss of cohesion, of purpose, if morale got bad, people got hurt. The idealists were great at leadership. The optimal leader rotates based on the context. No single type dominates across all the conditions. Now there's a trade-off here. Specialization has a cost. Cognitive resources are finite. Being highly optimized for one function means being less optimized for others. This is design, not defect. Your weakness is someone else's strength. Their weakness, that's your strength. The tribe compensates collectively. Turns out, it takes a village is actually systems engineering. So a concrete scenario, tribe facing resource crisis, the water source is failing. The group stress is increasing, the survival of the tribe is uncertain. Here's what the guardians contribute. Historical data. We've survived a similar situation 10 years ago. Here's what we did. Here are our resources. And then the artisans contribute this. Environmental scan is complete. The water source located 2 days to the east. I can lead the expedition and we move now. And here's what the rationals can contribute. We did the geological analysis which suggests the groundwater is accessible at this location. Here's the extraction plan, long-term solution. And here's what the idealists can contribute. Group cohesion is failing. Fear is creating conflict. Let me work on morale and keep us functioning as a unit. So 4 different contributions. Each guardian is essential. And then the system requires all 4. So here's a takeaway. You weren't a mistake. Evolution doesn't preserve traits that don't serve function. If your type exists, it has existed for millennia. It's because it solved problems other types could not. Your cognitive configuration is like specialized equipment. It's not defective, it's designed. Now here's the complication. We don't live in tribes anymore, but our hardware is the same. The operating environment has changed dramatically. So the design is intact, but the context has shifted. We'll address what went wrong in a few episodes. For now, understand, the design is sound. It's the mismatch that causes problems. So that's the tribal design. Cognitive diversity is evolutionary strategy. Each type serves essential functions. Context determines optimal leadership, and which temperament will take over. Specialization trade-offs are the features of a tribe, not the bugs. You were designed for a role in a group, a diverse group. Next episode gets into the 4 houses, or where your specific type lives, what drives you at your core level. I'll see you there.